Moment of truth, guys. So I'm about to go into the DEXA scan building right behind me, and we're gonna see exactly how much body fat that I have lost in the last 45 days. So you guys are gonna love this video. I'm gonna show you my exact 45-day fat loss results. So this is me at Body Tech in Culver City, California, and this is my go-to spot for my DEXA scans. The scan only takes 7 minutes, and it is the most accurate way to actually track your lean muscle mass and your exact body fat percentage. All right, guys, I have my DEXA scan results of how much fat I've lost over the last 45 days, and I have lost about 5 pounds total of fat, which may not seem like a crazy amount, but let me cut to you right now so you can see what 5 pounds of fat looks like compared to 5 pounds of muscle mass. So I actually lost body fat in my arms, my legs, my stomach, my trunk. Literally every single area of my body has lost a considerable amount of fat over the last 45 days. What is going on, guys? It is the day after my DEXA body scan, and I want to share with you in today's video the 2 big changes that I made in my life in the last 45 days. And I encourage you guys to make these 2 big changes as well if you want to lose body fat really quick while being far from perfect on your diet, because I fell off really hard a few days on my diet and I was still able to make really good progress in the last 45 days. I also want to share with you my physique update, because a lot of you are probably thinking 5 pounds of fat, that doesn't really seem like a lot. Well, it actually makes a pretty dramatic difference in your overall physique. So I'm gonna share with you my current physique update, and you guys can compare it to how it was 45 days ago. If you haven't already, give this video a big like, hit that subscribe button if you are new here, and very important, tap that little notification bell next to the subscribe button, or YouTube will most likely not tell you when I'm uploading new videos. And let's get this video started. The first thing I wanna talk about is how I trained over the last 6 weeks. The first big change I make when shredding is that I increase my training intensity, and that means I follow what I call the balloon method shred protocol. The balloon method shred protocol ensures 3 things. Number 1, that I won't lose muscle mass while dieting and being in a caloric deficit. Number 2, that I keep my workouts at max intensity and under 1 hour. Number 3, that I maximize fat loss hormones and post-workout metabolism with a HIIT finisher. Now remember, just because we're shredding does not mean that we still don't follow the balloon method protocol, because remember, the goal of a shredding phase is to lose as much body fat as possible while not losing muscle mass and strength. So a typical shredding workout will look like this. I'll start off a workout with 1 to 2 exercises that are going to maximize my strength. So I'll challenge myself on a compound exercise to start my workout. So depending on what muscle group I'm training, these are exercises like the heavy barbell rows, the barbell squats, and the heavy pressing movements. Next up is I will transition into a drop set or some type of superset. These intensity factors are great ways to maximize both muscle damage and metabolic stress. And then number 3 is I will do a time under tension finisher. So focusing 30 to 45 seconds time under tension directly on the muscle group that I'm training is gonna maximize the last phase of muscle growth, metabolic stress. And then to top it off, I do what I call a VertiShred / HIIT finisher. My favorite finisher that incorporates the science of high intensity interval training is dumbbell squat jumps, because you can do it with basically limited space and with just a light pair of dumbbells. I also enjoy sprinting, but it's a little bit tougher if you, of course, train inside. Let's talk about my workout split. Now, I change my split every single 30 days when I'm shredding. The first split that I followed was training quads, chest, triceps, and abs together as one workout. The next day, I would train back, hamstrings, and biceps together. In the third workout day in my split, I would train deltoids, traps, lats, and calves. Keep in mind, on my back day, it was more about back thickness, and on the lats day, the third day of my split, it's more about back width. Now, I typically will train 3 out of every 4 or 3 out of every 5 days. This gives me optimal rest and keeps things fresh. Now, My second split that I followed on days 30 through 60, so I'm about halfway through this right now on my shred, is I'll train quads, hamstrings, triceps, and biceps together for one workout. The second workout, I'll do chest, front delts, abs, and calves together. And the third workout, I'll do back and lats, traps, and rear delts. So I actually separate my shoulder day, where on my pull day, you're obviously more naturally training rear delts. And on your push day, you're naturally more training front delts. So those are the two splits that I'm gonna follow over the first 2 months of my fat loss protocol. Now, I'm sure you've heard the expression abs are made in the kitchen. Well, I follow what I call the crave diet, which allows me to basically eat the carbohydrates that I crave post-workout, and it's not going to hinder my fat loss because of a few things that I have set up. Number one is I am in a 500 to 700 calorie deficit every single day. So I know my magic number is around 2,300 to 2,500 calories. If I eat within that range, I'm going to shred fat fast. If you don't know how to figure out your fat loss calories, I will link to the video on how to do this down in the description below. Number two is I follow carbohydrate cycling. I have 5 medium carb days per week in which I'm eating around 250 grams of carbs per day. I have 1 low carb day per week where I'm eating about 100 grams of carbs in that day, and I have 1 high carb day in which I am eating about 400 grams of carbohydrates. So I will actually share with you on the screen right now the last week of my life dieting. You see my protein, my carbs, my fat, my calories, and then you see that I followed 5 medium carb days, 1 high carb day, and 1 low carb day for an average of 2,244 calories per day. So this is a pretty aggressive deficit for myself. I'm probably gonna bump up my calories a little bit to maintain workout intensity for the next month. Last but not least, I wanna show you guys my current physique so you can see a pretty big difference with just losing 5 pounds of fat. So as you can see, my arms look a lot more lean. My abs are starting to pop through. I'm still at about like 13 to 14% body fat. So I expect my physique to actually change dramatically over the next 30 days. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a big like and don't leave yet because I have a couple huge announcements. Number one is we are almost live with the official Superhuman U website that we've been working on for over 6 months. This is going to include the world's largest gains database. And what this means is you're going to have an epic exercise directory where you're going to get like literally 100 different exercise videos for every single muscle group. So we're creating the world's largest exercise database and a ton of other free tools and resources completely for free. And number two, the giveaway winners from the video from a couple days ago, 3 people won access to the Superhuman U physique program of their choice. And those 3 winners are, number 1, we have David Gural. Number 2, we have William O'Connell. And number 3, we have Marsha Reed. So those are the 3 winners from the video from a couple days ago. And for today's giveaway winner, I want to select 3 people immediate access to the Master Shredder Superhuman Physique program that utilizes the 2 steps that we just went over in today's video. So 3 people are going to win, and all you have to do to enter is comment Gains Squad down below, and I'm going to pick 3 more people. So not only do you have to comment Gains Squad, but you have to tap that little notification bell next to subscribe so you do not miss out on my future videos. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video.